Hi guys, GamingChiliHedgehog here, and today I'll be showing you my video game collection. Now, these will be all of the games that me and my brother own, so not all of these are technically mine. I will point out which ones are, and which ones that me and my brother own together. So without further ado, let's show the very first game that started it all for us. Super Mario Kart. The game and the manual are in here. Going back to this game, I was quite amazed with the mechanics being a bit crazy. What I mean by crazy is that they're very slippery. But of course the mechanics were fixed in the 64 version. It's upside down. Don't want to show you upside down game. That would be crazy. The next game that we played was Donkey Kong Country. We don't have the box for this because my siblings gave me and my brother these games, all of the SNES, to play these games. And for some reason, we have two copies of Super Mario World. This is light blue, this is dark blue. Don't know why we have these two, but for some reason we do. So, two copies of Super Mario World. Next game we do have a Super Scope for this is Super Scope 6. I gave this game a try. It was okay. I just didn't see the point in it, really. I mean, it was cool technology. I just didn't have fun with it. I mean, it was just test Super Scope, so I gotta give it some credit. Now, here's an interesting little classic, Star Fox. I gave this game a try myself, and I couldn't make it past, like, the second level. I am not that good when it comes to Star Fox, but when it comes to like Super Mario games such as Super Mario All-Stars, which has Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros 2, 3, Lost Levels, all remastered into the SNES. Very, very fun. I could play that game for hours, still to this day. Now this game I'm not really fond of. It belongs to my brother, and this is Super Empire Strikes Back. It's a Star Wars game, a Star Wars platformer. But I'll be honest, I'm not fond of the Star Wars games because, well, they're just not really that fun, to be honest. Speaking of Star Wars, here's Super Star Wars. This is like the first Star Wars game for the SNES. Saw the box for it. Don't know where we got this. It says JVC right here. That's very old. Of course, the game and manual are in here. Allow me to show you. Main manual is not in here, but the game is in this little box. That's how Super Nintendo games were back then. They're in like one of those white boxes, and same with Nintendo 64. And speaking of 64, that's what we're going to look at next. One game I forgot to show you in the SNES games was Yoshi's Island. This was in the Super Nintendo, so I completely forgot it. But I do have this game. I completed the story. Excuse me, the weather's crazy here. But anyway, next up we'll go through the Nintendo 64 games. Not just an FYI, I do have boxes for these games, but they're stored away. So forgive me for not showing them off. They are upstairs or somewhere in the attic. I don't know where they are. But anyway, let's get started with Super Mario Kart 64. Now, fun fact, my mom, when we bought Super Smash Bros., she ended up, swapping the game out with this one. We had to choose a different game because Super Smash Bros. Was too violent. But, well, unfortunately we don't have the box, the manual, or anything. I am really upset about that, but you know what? It's all in the past. Next game is Mario Party. This is a real good classic. It's a bit strict, but it's good. This is one of my personal favorites. You probably know what's coming up. Mario Party 2. Really fun game. I enjoy it a lot. I can play that game for hours with my friends, my brother, my cousin, anybody. Next, Mario Party 3. Now, why is it in this case? Well, my brother and I ordered this online on eBay. We ended up getting the instruction booklet. And, of course, the game. This is a game I've been playing recently. And here's the case. I've definitely been playing this game recently because to get all of the faces mounted on the rock, to play through all of the characters. Here's the next set of 64 games we have. Mario 64. I have the box to this game, but like I said, it's somewhere. But this is definitely one of my favorites. It's a classic. Now, this is an odd one. It's not really my favorite, but my brother and I laughed our heads off on this game. It's Pilot Wing 64. Just love the crash and with the character physics and whatnot. It was just so much fun. We had a blast. Now, here's a game I was speaking of earlier, Super Smash Bros. Getting this game at a local flea market, and I was so happy to own this game again. My brother and I had a real good time playing the game. Next game, this is another classic. This doesn't belong to me, it belongs to my brother. It's Star Fox 64. My brother would play this game like religiously every year to get a new high score, which is a really cool idea for each year. And fun fact, my dad ended up getting that game along with a few others, like another Mario 64 and such, at a yard sale for us, and of course Star Fox 64 was one of them. And next up, we do have the box for this game, but again, it's somewhere, don't know where. It's Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Now, I did have fun with this game as a kid, but now I really am not fond of it, because I play other games. Now this is my game. This is one of my favorites. It's Yoshi's Story. I love this game a lot as a kid and even as an adult now. I love this game so much. You don't understand. It's one of my favorites. Alright, those are all of our 64 games. Next up is one of my favorite systems or consoles is the Nintendo GameCube. There are a lot of good games in this console. So first up, I'll show you Luigi's Mansion. Here's the inside. I still have the manual, the disc, obviously. Here's the back. This is one of my favorites. I need to find time to play this game again because I play this a lot of times. I'll probably try playing it every year or so. When I get a capture card for it to record on the TV, on the GameCube and whatnot, I'll definitely do a Let's Play of that. Because you'll enjoy me playing that game a lot. At least I hope. I know I'll have fun. Next game is Mario Party 4. Now, this is actually our second copy of the game because we ended up selling it for some reason. I don't know why that is. It's such a fun game. It's one of the best Mario Parties, in fact. Has a lot of good mini games, a lot of good boards, just so many memories packed into one game. So here's the inside. It's a manual and whatnot. This isn't my favorite, but it's still a good game nonetheless. It has some good mini games and stuff like that. It's Mario Party 5. Had all the dream levels. Then you had that car thing you can do. You can build your own vehicle and such. It really was a fun game, but Mario Party 4 personally was a bit of a better game. Alright, you probably know what's going to come next. Yep, Mario Party 6. Comes with the mic, but it's not in here. Here's the box. Here's the case. Oh, that's right. It's in our Wii because we're playing this game. I was getting a little freaked out here because it was not in here. But me, my cousin, my brother were playing this game. so it's not in there. And of course, last but not least, Mario Party 7. This is not all the GameCube games, this is just the last of the Mario Party series. Now, this one's kind of hated, I don't know why. It's not bad, it's better than Mario Party 9 and 10. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on those games. Here's a little icon, Party Around the World. Subscribe to Nintendo Power when that was a thing. You can tell this is an old one. I was a bit shocked to hear that Nintendo Power is no longer around. But good things have to come to an end, I suppose. Alright, we're going to get into some Sonic games. Here's, well, it's not really Sonic, but here's Shadow the Hedgehog. Back in 2005, around Christmas, I've wanted this game so bad, like you do not understand. I mean, this game I've wanted so much, and I'm glad I have it. It's an awesome game. It really is. I mean, I know there are haters. Believe me, I know. There are tons of haters on this game. And this is one of my favorites. Sonic DX Adventure Director's Cut. Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, whatever you want to call it. I love this game so much. This is such a fun game. Please, if you're wanting to get into Sonic, play that game. And speaking of good Sonic games, this is my all-time favorite Sonic game, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Without a doubt, this is the best Sonic game I ever played, in my opinion. Just know that whenever I say game is also missing, well, it's on top of the PlayStation, because we are too lazy to put discs away, I don't know. Next up is Sonic Gems Collection. I was happy to get this game. It was in 2005 along with Shadow the Hedgehog. That was a good year for Sonic. Really was. Because you could play Sonic CDs, Sonic the Fighters, Sonic R. It's such a good game. Really enjoyed this. Next up is my very first Sonic game. The very first Sonic game I ever played. Sonic Heroes. This is still one of my all-time favorites. It'll never get old. Really enjoy this game. This has so many memories. Playing with my cousin in North Carolina. It's just so many, nostalgia. Speaking of nostalgia, here's Sonic Mega Collection. Just knocked over 64 games. I ended up getting this game, obviously, at Walmart. When I saw it, I just wanted to get it. It had all the classics. Next up, I know 2006 wasn't the best year for Sonic, but Sonic Riders and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, those were good Sonic Riders games. You have to admit, this was really good. I really enjoyed this game. I was actually thinking of selling the game, but my brother insisted on hanging on to it, and I'm kind of glad we do have it still. Okay, we're down to, we're no longer on Sonic games, that's the last of them. Now here's one of my brother's favorites. This is his. It's Star Fox Adventures. Yes, I know there are people that hate this game, but if you set the fact aside that it's a Star Fox game, then you will enjoy this. I enjoyed this game. It was really fun. It was a real fun game. We had an instruction manual. It was banged up badly. But this game has been through so much. My brother plays that game every year. And another good game, Star Fox Assault. My brother likes this game too. This is his. I like Star Fox too. Or Star Fox as well, but not as much as my brother. And here's a classic, Super Smash Bros. Melee. I remember playing this game so much. Playing this a lot. I remember at Georgia visiting some family. They had this game for the GameCube. I had so much fun. Speaking of so much fun, this game was the very first GameCube game I ever got, and it's what pushed me to become a better person. That is Super Mario Sunshine. This game was like the Mario Odyssey of its time. It was a must-have. This game I will never, ever sell or get rid of. As long as I live, that game is staying with me. Now this is a random game, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Nightmare 3. This is actually kind of a fun game, but I don't know if I'll ever play it. It has 2 discs because it's such a big game. And this is a fun game, and it's Legend of Spyro at the beginning. And this was really a legit good game. Yes, I know it's not classic Spyro, so don't be like Sammy Classic Sonic fan and go crazy. This was a fun game. Obviously no manual. We got this on eBay for like $5. But this is really a fun game. It has like the classic Spyro to it. And this is the last of the GameCube games. And this is the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. This is like a must-have because it has all of the Legend of Zelda classics from Zelda, Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Link's Adventure, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I mean, come on, how can you not have this game? I mean, it's a hard one to find, don't get me wrong. But now, we're going to get onto the Nintendo Wii, Wii U, and I would say Switch, but I don't have a Nintendo Switch, unfortunately. So yeah, let's get on to the Nintendo Wii and Wii U games. Alright, let's move on to Nintendo Wii and Wii U games. First up is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This was a fun game first time and whatnot, but I don't know if I'll ever go back and play it because of the Wii U version. But we do have the Wii version. Of course, my brother wants to hang on to this game. Well, it's his. He can have it. Next game, I really do not feel the need to hold on to this because we do have the Xbox 360 version, and that is the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga for the Wii. Made by TT Games, same company that made Sonic R. Kick some brick 1 through 6. Next up is Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games. When I first heard about it coming out, I was so hyped. And it lived up to its expectations in its time. It's still a fun game. I really do enjoy this. Even though it's a 9-year-old game right now. When it hits 2018, it will be a 10-year-old game. Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games franchise will reach its 10th anniversary. So, that's something to think about. This one is definitely one of my favorites, and it's Mario Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. This is a fun game. When I got it for Christmas in 2011, I was excited. I mean, heck, I wasn't too fond if I got presents or not because I just enjoyed giving that year. Here's the inside. It's all yellow, colorful. Really fun game. Next up is Mario Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. These are actually in alphabetical order because that's the way my brother and I have these games in our our cabinet. There is a second Winter Games, but I don't have it, unfortunately. And also, I don't feel a need to hang on to this game because we have Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, and it's Mario Kart Wii. I mean, it does have levels that 8 doesn't have, but still. I mean, we hang on to the Super Nintendo and 64 one, so, well, whatever. This is the last Mario Party game that we own. Well, kind of. It's Mario Party 8. There was like a lot of hate for this game, but for its time, it was loved. I love this game. I really do. It's better than 9 and 10. Next up, speaking of hated games, here's Sonic and the Secret Rings. I love this game personally. It's one of my favorites. Really enjoy the game. I love its soundtrack, its gameplay, even the graphics. All of it's just a work of art. I love it. That's just my opinion though. I know you're probably thinking, I wish I could think the same thing as you. Well, just have to find the good in it. Next up is Sonic and the Black Knight, the last in the storybook series. Kind of wish there would be like a third one for the trilogy, but, well, I don't know what else they can do. Sonic and the Black Knight was good, but the moral of the story was just terrible. It was sad. I mean, like, what? There's no redeeming ending. That's just my opinion, though. I think it's like the last Sonic game, and that is Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. This is a fun game. I really enjoyed this. The story was good. Gameplay is good. Sonic Free Riders I did not enjoy. I mean, I could give it another try, but boy, my living room is, it's not going to work. Next game we own is Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. My brother and I stay up till like 1 a.m. playing this game because I'm trying to defeat this little dude on the cover here. Really enjoyed this game and completed it 100%. It's a really fun game. Really is. I know Legend of Spyro series gets hate, all Skylanders. I mean, I don't like Skylanders, but whatever. Next up, Legend of Spyro the Eternal Night. This is probably my favorite in the trilogy, because it's a little bit in between. Has really good graphics, good story, good soundtrack, just good everything. It just gives me the feels when I play this game. Just epic. Speaking of epic, next up is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This used to belong to my cousin who lives in North Carolina, but we own it now. Well, my brother technically owns it because he loves this game. Next up is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This is a fun game. I enjoyed this game a lot. I mean, the graphics, yeah, are not the best, are tuning and whatnot, but it's not bad. And it also comes with this little CD. This was to celebrate the Legend of Zelda 25th anniversary. Next game is... wait. I kind of went out of order. Whatever. Next up is Star Wars The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duels. I really had fun with this game back then, but now, I'm just not a Star Wars fan anymore, guys. I really am not. I love Ahsoka. I do. It's just... Star Wars is ruined for me. Next up is one of my favorites, Super Mario Galaxy. Again, Mario Odyssey for its time, ladies and gentlemen. Really good game. And here's its sequel. Its sequel was good, it's just that last level is a pain in the butt to beat. But I managed to do it. Plus, I preferred the first one. The story just better, in my opinion. And next up we have Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My brother pre-ordered this game in hopes of probably getting a pre-order item bonus, but we didn't. That's okay. I love this game. But of course, we have the Wii U version. Next up is Wii Play. It's okay, but it's like just to show off the Wii's functions and whatnot. It has some fun games in here, but I could find some more fun games to play with my time. Here's the box. My mom bought this because it came with a bonus Wii remote and a game for a nice solid deal. The box got ruined. The last game is Wii Sports. This was a fun game. I enjoy this still. I can just pop it in and play with my friends and enjoy it. Those are the Wii games. Next up is the Wii U. Okay, so first up on our Wii U games is Hyrule Warriors. This is a fun game actually. I really enjoyed this. I mean, yeah, there's a lot to do. It's not your typical Zelda game. It's still fun. I really enjoyed it. It's your beat 'em all type game. Next up, Mario Kart 8. This one is also a fun game. We have a lot of fun games on the Wii U. Wii U, a lot of people insisted it wasn't the best era for Nintendo, but I have to disagree. I mean, for Sonic, I know. Let's face it, Sonic did not have a good time on the Wii U with Lost World and Boom. That was just not fun. Next up is Minecraft for the Wii U. Yeah, it's not the PC version or the Xbox version, but whatever. It's not a bad game. I haven't played this game for a long time, but one day when I make the time, I will go back. Next up is New Super Mario Bros. U. This is the latest installment in the New Super Mario Bros. Franchise. So, for one of the latest in New Super Mario Bros. Series, this is the game you want to get. Next up, we have Nintendo Land. This is a game that came with the Wii U. This was a real fun game. I really enjoyed all the games you got in here. Like Mario Chase, Animal Crossing, Sweet Days, Pikmin, Legend of Zelda, stuff like that. Really fun game. Speaking of fun games, here's Splatoon. Very first game of the franchise. Really enjoy Splatoon. Of course, with Splatoon 2 out. Excuse me. Anyway. Next up, we have Super Mario Maker. I really want to play this game sometime. It's a real fun game. You can make your own levels. If you watch Game Theory's video on Mario Maker, there's like endless possibilities. The number's so huge. Like legit huge. Inside the box comes with this huge manual. Inside, Miyamoto's autograph. Rest in peace, Miyamoto. Here's the box. Game box. A lot of boxes. Next up is another one of my favorites, Super Mario 3D World. Some people prefer the DS version, which is Super Mario 3D Land, but it doesn't have Cat Mario. Really enjoyed this game. Champion's Road. If you can beat that, you're indeed a champion. Next up, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. This is indeed, without a doubt, a fun game. But for some reason, won't let us select Final Destinations. Like our disc or game is wrecked. For some reason. Maybe it's our Wii U, I have no idea. We'll get to the bottom of it sometime. Next up, Pikmin 3. This is the latest installment in Pikmin. There will be a Pikmin 4 for the Switch, because Miyamoto did announce that they were working on that. I don't know how it's going, but hopefully it's going good. Next up, we have Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Now, why did I get Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD? Well, for the soundtrack. The bonus item. Well, my brother's currently playing the game. So it's in our Wii U. Next up, we have Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. This is the only Wind Waker copy we have, because we don't have the GameCube version. I really, really enjoyed this game, and when it came out for the Wii U, I was so stoked to play this. And last but not least, in the Wii U games, Yoshi's Woolly World. This is an adorable game. I mean, yarn Yoshis are just so cute. And Poochie, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. Those are the Wii U games. Next up will be the Nintendo DS and 3DS games. First up, New Super Mario Bros. This is my brother's game, so it's not mine, but we all have our cartridges in little Ziploc packages or something to that effect. Here's mine, Mario Party DS. This one is really fun to play with your friends, especially, well, there's nothing inside. This is another one of my brothers, Star Fox Command. Never played that game. I mean, I played it with my brother on 2-player mode. And now onto the 3DS games, which are all mine. First up, Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is without a doubt a fun game. I haven't touched this game for a while because I've been busy with my life. I have a life of my own, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first 3DS game next to Animal Crossing I got, and as we just mentioned, Dark Moon. This was a fun game. I was so stoked to play it, because I've been really wanting to play the next Luigi's Mansion game. Next up is Pokemon Sun. I want to get Ultra Sun. My cousin has Ultra Moon, so I'm going to get Ultra Sun so we can do cool stuff. This used to be my cousin's, but she gave it to me, and it's Sonic Generations. I really do love this game. So if I ever want to play Sonic on the go, that is the way to do it. And last but not least in the 3DS games is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. This is really cool. It has new graphics and such like stuff like that. Really fun game. Next up we'll be going into the Sony and Microsoft games, which will be the PlayStation, Xbox. First up on the Sony games will be my PlayStation games. I only have one, which is obviously Final Fantasy VII. I plan on getting more. I want to get the original Spyro games, some Crash, also give Gex a try, because my friend told me that it's a really good one, and it's a platformer, so obviously I want to give it a shot. Here's the inside. It has multiple discs because this game is so big. My brother was playing it, so he's got the final disc, and this is what's behind it. Pretty cool. And on the back says, quite possibly the greatest game ever made. Of course, since it's time, definitely. Next up will be the PlayStation 2 games, and first up is Astro Boy. Now, I've heard crap about this game, but played it myself, and it was fun. I really enjoyed this game. This is one of the firsts that I got for the PlayStation 2, and that is iToy. Think what you want. This was kind of a classic. And of course, how can we have iToy without iToy Play 2? Well, it's iToy Play. iToy Play 2. I just like to call it iToy because, well, that's pretty much what I call it ever since I was a kid. Next up in the iToy saga is Sega Superstars. You could kind of call this a Sonic game, but it's kind of. You can also do Chow on here, which is interesting. I mean, seriously, in an iToy game you can raise a Chow. Do that more, Sega. We need Chow. And here's Battlefront 2. This is my brother's. He ended up getting this when Game Crazy was a thing. So that was quite a long time ago, and of course, it's in the PlayStation 2. I haven't seen him play this game in ages. But he's been busy with college, so that's why he's been absent from his channel for so long. Anyway, last up in the PlayStation 2 games is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We had this for the GameCube, but we ended up getting rid of it along with Mario Party 4. So we ended up picking this up at a yard sale, seeing it, because we really loved this game as a kid, and we still do. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this particular series, was our childhood. And of course, the Fox box is also part of our childhood. What's this? Is this like a receipt or something? Or is it codes? Oh, it's codes. How cool. Next up are my PSP games. These are all mine. So, first up are my UMD videos. First up is Astro Boy. Has the first 7 episodes. Let me open this up for you so you can see the inside art. Pretty cool. Doesn't have a manual. The disc is in with my 3DS game cartridges. Mecha isn't my favorite genre of anime, but Astro Boy is an exception. Next up is Final Fantasy VII. Now, the inside is just black because this is just a extra case because the clear case got missing, or for some reason. I don't know what happened, but whatever. I really love this movie. It's awesome. I think there's actually something inside. Yeah, just this. Tell us what you think about movies for PSP. Next up is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. My brother's been playing this game on hard as a start, which is crazy. Here's the inside artwork. Pretty cool. And here's the manual, and if you do this, that's pretty cool. I really love the PSP. It had some good games. Or has good games, rather. And next up are the Sonic games. Here's Sonic Rivals. I really enjoyed this game. I did rage quit a lot, but I managed to complete it 100%. As for Sonic Rivals 2, which I'll show you guys in a moment, the inside's just all white. Here's the manual. On the back, it just has Super Monkey Ball Adventure, which I might see what that's all about. Next up, Sonic Rivals 2. This was the final installment to the Sonic Rivals franchise. You can play as many different characters, such as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Rouge, SBO, Silver, Metal Sonic, and Shadow. Quite an interesting little combination there. And on the back of Sonic, it has these games, or manual actually. Now here's a bit of a random game, but I wanted this ever since the PSP came out, and that is Neopet's Pet Pet Adventures, The Wand of Wishing. This is an RPG, and it was a really cool game actually. I really enjoyed it. Real fun game. I mean, I no longer do Neopets online, but this game was pretty cool. Of course, the inside's all white, but just you wait. So I'll show you the artwork on the manual. Just like Crisis Core has a full-blown artwork on the back. Well, on both pages. The front and back, if you extend it out just like I did. The final game, which is one of my favorites I got recently, is Hatsune Miku Project Diva Extend. I plan on getting the rest of the installments to this game, like the first and second. Well, maybe not the second, because it has a certain song I don't care for. But I don't know. Here's the inside artwork, which is really cool. And also, Japanese receipt, ladies and gentlemen. More Japanese stuff. Arcade. Just some info on it. And then the manual. Nothing too special there. Alright, next up we're going to look at the Microsoft games, or just the Xbox 360 games. So, first up, I'll show you. This is my brother's actually. I gave it to him for Christmas a few years ago. Is Special Edition Halo 4. Let me open the inside so I can show you what is inside. This is Halo 4 there. Let me just show you the neat little case here. This is made out of metal, I think. Comes with 2 discs. And then the inside has all these other little things in here. Such as like a little pad. Not gonna dig too much into this, because as I said, it's my brother's. Don't know what's in here, but this was apparently opened. I did not open it, my brother didn't open it, it was open when I got it. This special edition here is definitely a must-have if you're a Halo fan. Is my brother a Halo fan? Kind of. My cousin in North Carolina got into Halo, and here's another Halo game, Halo Reach. I play this game with my brother on 2-player. We also have Halo 3 digitally on the Xbox 360. I played with him and my cousin and whatnot. Halo's just not really my thing. But I will play if I ever feel up to it. All this game's pretty banged up, but it still works. Here is LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga Platinum Hits Edition. Nothing different other than the case. Whoa, something fell out. It's a mistletoe berry? Interesting, it's Christmas time. Mistletoe berry falls out. Trying to tell me something? I don't know. Now this is my favorite LEGO game, and you're probably going to figure out which one it is, and yep, it's LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars. Because yours truly, or, you know, the Ahsoka right there. Yep, saga continues. The Clone Wars is a big part of Star Wars. Do not neglect it. I won't neglect 7, 8, 9 if it ever comes out. This one I also enjoyed. It's another LEGO game. It's the final one. It's LEGO Lord of the Rings. When we saw this game, we had to get it. We were playing this, putting up the tree and whatnot. It's such a blast. So many good memories in this game. Even though it's not a very old game. I mean, yeah. You figure out what year this is. 2012. That is kind of old, I guess. Alright, we're going to get into the Sonic games. You know I have them all. Here's Sonic Generations. You saw that I had the 3DS version. I also had the Xbox version. I bought the PS3 version because I don't have a PS3. I'd love to get a PS4, so that way I could play the Project Diva console games as well as Future Tone. And plus my brother really wants Battlefront 2. Okay, you guys are gonna hate me. But I have, of course, Sonic 06, Sonic the Hedgehog. Platinum Hits Edition. Of course, nothing different other than the case and disc. The last one is one of my favorites. I got it at Kohl's, and it's Sonic Unleashed. I really love this game. I want to go back and play it, but when I do, I will do a Let's Play. or when I do get a capture card, this is a game I will play. And yes, I will do Sonic 6 so you can enjoy me being in pain playing this game with the loading screens. Next up are some Star Wars games. And here's Star Wars Clone Wars Republic and Heroes. Now, I kind of want to sell this game because I'm not going to play it anymore. It's my game, is not. I got this game. I forgot where, but I got it because it looks fun. And it was fun while it lasted. But I doubt I'll ever go to play it ever again. Now, this is my brother's, both of these are. So, here is Star Wars The Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition. Yep, he goes all out with these games. I haven't seen him play these games for a while. The first disc is missing. Why is that? Well, looks like I got to go on a treasure hunt for some of these discs. It comes with everything in here. Pretty cool. And of course, without Force Unleashed, you have to have Force Unleashed. Like, why have the first one and not the second? Second one isn't that bad. I played it myself. I think I cleared it. Yeah, I did clear it. I cleared the first one definitely, and I did choose the hero side first, just as I did in the second. Those are all the games that me and my brother own together. So that's quite a bit of games we have there. We own games that we like to own, or rather like to play. Because we're not buying games just for the sake of owning them. We buy games that we like. And like, if we buy a game, we like it, we want to keep it, and we're going to play it for ages, then we'll hang on to it. But if we're not going to play it, we're going to just turn around and sell it. Because, well, that's my motto personally. And that's the way it should be. Because we're not going to play a game, just sell it and make money. Because we can use a little bit of cash. Well, I could. I'm sounding like Wario, I guess. Your typical American, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or requests, please feel free to leave in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share with your friends, maybe subscribe to my channel for more, content like this, video game, anime, basically otaku related content. But I don't want to steal Akidira's outro. So, anyway, thanks again for watching, God bless, and stay tuned for more.